Hello, and before we get into today's video, I just released the 9 stages method, where I guide you step by step on how to discover your root causes of infidelity and actually cure them at the source. If you're serious about real change, that's available below. Now, let's get into it. If you are the one who cheated and you are doing everything you possibly can to earn their trust back, but it doesn't seem like it's working, this one's for you. I want you to hear this and remember it. It's not about what you are doing, it's about how you are showing up when it matters most. Now picture this, you're sitting on the couch watching a movie with your partner. You guys are laughing and having a good time, and it feels like everything is normal again. But then out of nowhere, everything shifts. They get quiet and their energy changes. You ask them, "Are you okay?" And they say, "I'm fine." Even though you know they're not. You know something in the movie triggered them, and just like that, you went from their partner that they were enjoying a movie with to the partner that hurt them. Now they're spiraling and questioning everything, and it doesn't matter what you say, they don't believe a word of it. If this is what you are experiencing, here are 3 of the biggest mistakes that are stopping your spouse from trusting you again, even when you feel like you're doing everything right. Mistake number 1, you still don't know how to communicate during the triggers. Here's what most people don't realize. Communication to rebuild trust is not the same as regular communication. And I'm sure you realize that one of the biggest mistakes you make is you get defensive or you become frustrated. Because in your mind, you're thinking, I didn't even do anything wrong right now. But don't get too focused on that and miss what's actually happening, because your partner's triggers are actually opportunities to rebuild trust. Now you see, your partner is triggered because their nervous system has been activated. This is not logic, this is not control. This is a trauma response. But when you respond with defensiveness, frustration, or shutting down, you're not helping them, you're confirming their fear. What you need to do instead is stay calm and realize right now they are on an emotional roller coaster, and your job is not to try to force them off of it, rather than to ride it with them. That means you go into their world and explore it. You ask them, what is it about that scene that made you feel that way? What did that bring up for you? What did you think about in that moment? Then most importantly, when they tell you, validate it. Imagine being in their shoes and respond from that place, because that is when they feel understood, and when they feel understood, that's when they begin to feel safe. Mistake number 2, you stay in explanation mode, which turns into defense mode. This major mistake is where you stay stuck explaining yourself. They ask a question, you answer it. They ask the question the same way, a different way. You answer it again and again and again, and to you, you're being transparent. But to them, it sounds like excuses, defensiveness, and justification. But here is why. You are too focused on proving your innocence rather than understanding their pain. Instead of staying in explanation mode, go back to understanding mode and try to understand where this question is coming from and what they actually feel underneath all of this. Then when you understand it, reflect it back to them, and that is when they feel like, oh, you finally understand it. They feel relief that you finally get it. Not frustration in your explanations, but comfort in your understanding. Mistake number 3, you try to fix it instead of understand it. This is a big one, where you go into, I want to fix this, or I just want to make this better. But here's the problem. That mindset is actually hurting you more than helping you, because when you're trying to fix it, you are trying to calm them down, change how they feel, convince them that everything is okay. And they feel that. They feel like you're trying to move them out of their pain or convince them that they should not be feeling it, instead of meeting them inside of it. See, so shift your mindset right here. I don't need to fix it. I'm required to understand it. Because remember, when they feel understood, that's when they feel safe. And when they feel safe, that's when the trust begins to build. Now, here's one more thing for today to keep in mind. When they tell you things like you're going to cheat again, or you're probably talking to them right now, even if what they say is not true, do not respond with, "No, I'm not. That's not true. And definitely not, you are wrong." Because then you're making them feel wrong for feeling what they feel instead of understanding it. Stay in understanding. I can see why you'd feel that way. I now understand where this thought is coming from. You see, that's what keeps them open. Now remember for today, if your partner still is not trusting you, again, it's not about what you are doing, it's about how you are showing up when it matters most. It's about how you show up when they are at their worst, because that is when they are deciding, am I safe with this person or not? If you want to get deeper into this and actually understand the patterns that led to this, that's exactly what I walk you through inside the 9 stages method, where we don't just change the behavior, we change what is driving it. If you want to get started today, the link is below. Now remember, you don't rebuild trust by avoiding these moments. You rebuild it by learning how to show up inside of them. I'll see you in the next video.